Subscribe GA. Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Advice seeking, unexpected visits, and shocking solutions. Advice seeking, surprising visitors, and surprising remedies are all jokes on General Hospital. Jordan Ashford has a surprise visit, Portia Robinson asks for help, and Drew Kane offers a startling solution. Hospital General seeking advice. When Portia confides in a friend about her issues with Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, it appears that Elizabeth Baldwin is eager to offer assistance. As Portia complains about Curtis having other plans, Elizabeth assures her that she won't let her down. He's still in the guest room despite the fact that they had recently moved back in together to try to save their marriage. Worse still, Portia believes that he is still acting inappropriately with Jordan, who wants him back. Jordan had trusted Zeke Robinson, Gavin Houston, to keep her business to himself, but he ended up telling his sister. Jordan receives a surprise visit from Marcus Taggart in another episode of General Hospital. He asks her if she would believe him if he said no. Following the revelation that Curtis, not him, was Trina Robinson's biological father, she ran into her former DEA partner in a horrible way at the Metro Court Bar. She informed him that what he needed wasn't contained in a bottle, even though he was extremely inebriated from downing drink after drink. He seemed to be a lot better now that she took him to her suite, listened to his suffering, and allowed him to sober up. Hospital in General T.J. Ashford discloses. When T.J. Ashford says he thinks this could work, it sounds as though he and Molly Lansing Davis are discussing a plan to start a family. Additionally, he will open out to Nancy Lee Grant's character Alexis Davis, and Kate Monsi's character Christina Corinthos Davis will voice her worries. Drew is consulting with Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, the only Davis girl who isn't there. When Molly learns she might not be able to create healthy eggs, let alone deliver a child, it's not good news. Maybe they're discussing surrogacy. GH. Unbelievable solutions. Sam appears shocked in another location when she hears Drew's startling defense of the SEC insider trading allegations. He tries to persuade her that his turning himself in is the wisest course of action, but she doesn't seem persuaded. Despite the fact that he and she are only recently beginning to build a connection once more, they must talk about this because they have the same daughter, Scout Kane. But he believes he has a plea agreement, and he will only be absent from Spring Ridge for 6 months. Much better than 2 or more years while being assumed dead. Voice of reason at General Hospital. Ava Jerome, Maura West, who is still trying to persuade a terrified Nina Reeves to confess to Sonny Corinthos, tries to be the voice of reason elsewhere. Evidently, Neiman informed Ava that Ned Quartermain suffers from partial amnesia and is unable to recall the conversation he overheard her having with Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight. However, that amnesia might not last forever, and Ava is terrified, as she claims it won't be long until he tells everyone. Even if Ned's amnesia is buying her some time, Nana cannot count on it to endure forever. However, it won't be a long-term fix. GH court is suspended. In the interim, Sonny is at the courthouse with Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, who informs him that the SEC situation is about to be handled. Although insider trading charges do not carry life sentences, 6 months in Spring Ridge is not equivalent to 20 years in Pentonville. And she disagreed with Drew's answer. Diane Miller might already be waiting inside, and Drew and his lawyer, Zeke, will be there shortly. The key question is whether Drew's plea agreement is actually finalized. Sage advice, unexpected guests, and hopeful remedies. Tuesday, June 20's General Hospital updates hint at sage advice, surprising visitors, and potential fixes. Insightful advice is given to Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr. Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, receives an unexpected visit. And Drew Kane, Hospital, Cameron Matheson, sense of advice, offers a potential. Portia discusses her issues with Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, his attraction to Jordan, and the kiss Zeke Robinson, Gavin Houston, had mentioned to her with a friend. Even though he's still sleeping in the guest room, Portia believed Curtis was ready to make amends when he moved back in, but she later learned he had other plans. Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, who she appears to have spoken to, assures her that she won't let her down. The past few months have been difficult for relationships for both Portia and Elizabeth. Sometimes it's simply a matter of timing, and this moment might not be the best one. Unexpected visitors in another scene. Jordan welcomes Marcus Taggart, who appears to be doing much better. Jordan is asked if she would believe him if he said no. When Jordan discovered her former DEA partner at the Metro Court, she consoled him. He was much more upset than he had let on when he learned that Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, was Curtis' daughter. Family gatherings at general hospitals. TJ Ashford is seen in another scene appearing to be speaking with Molly Lansing Davis, Holiday, though it may actually be her sister Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey. He'll also be honest with Alexis Davis, so this may be a family discussion to figure out how he and Molly can have a kid. TJ expresses his belief that this could work with a good attitude. Their desire to start a family may have been hindered by Molly's endometriosis, but it might only be a little hiccup. Optimistic solutions. Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, is informed by Drew that he turned himself in for insider trading and that he has a court date later that day. Even though they're only getting acquainted again, he'll want to talk about what to tell Scout Kane about his time in jail. Sam becomes frightened, and the man responds that he believes this to be the appropriate course of action given that he did, in fact, divulge information about the proposed merger that he shouldn't have. As far as he knows, the arrangement his attorney Zeke secured for him only stipulates a 6-month stay in Spring Ridge. Hospital in general, reasonable voice, Ava Jerome. As she converses with a very anxious Nina Reeves, Ava Jerome tries to be the voice of reason. When Ava tells Nina that Ned Quartermain will soon return to himself and report what he heard, she seems a little shaken herself. Ned still believes Nina needs to come clean because she overheard Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, and Nina talking about Nina being the SEC whistleblower. However, if Sonny Corinthos discovers that Nina is the cause of all the difficulties Drew and Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, are experiencing at this time, he may still decide to part ways with her. Up until the truth is revealed, Nina will become more and more anxious and lie more and more. Spoilers for G8. Courtroom proceedings. As the SEC procedures begin, Sonny and Carly are both there at the courthouse. Carly is standing outside the door when she informs Sonny that the SEC is about to settle matters. Zeke and Drew should be there shortly, and Diane Miller, Hennessy, will be with Carly. When the SEC judge issues his ruling, they'll have a nasty surprise though. All of Drew, Zeke, Carly, and Sonny will be taken. Jordan is rebuked by Portia. In these general hospital spoilers, tensions rise. TG backs Molly. Trina reprimands Curtis. Lucy wants Maxie to tell her the truth. Gladys puts on a strong front. Cody worries about Sasha as she defends him. And Portia gets angry with Jordan. Maxie tells Lucy about a scheme over cocktails at the Metro Court pool, and Lucy is quite interested in the specifics. She asks, "What exactly is the story?" Gladys is on a tense phone call with someone nearby, pleading with them to tell her this to her face-to-face. She spits, "Come tell me what you think you have." Cody is still apprehensive of disclosing Gladys gambling and robbing Sasha of her money in the park. He fears Sasha's gonna get hurt. When someone disparages her friend, Sasha jumps to his defense without hesitation. She exclaims, "You don't know the first thing about Kobe Bell." In order to use a surrogate to bear her and TJ's child, Molly wants to collect her eggs before beginning hormone therapy, and he would gladly consent to anything that would allow them to have the family they have always wanted. He beams, "Anything for you." Trina doesn't comprehend why Portia and Curtis are feuding once more. Hasn't that been going on in this family long enough? She queries him. Trina, meanwhile, is unaware of Portia's current grievance against Curtis. She might decide to think again if she did. Because she was worried about what she may say to Curtis or what he would say to her. Portia had been residing at the hospital. But she storms into Jordan's office because she undoubtedly has something to say to her. She questions, "What on earth moved you to kiss my husband?"